Hey guys, it's Todd Ault here. It's episode 202. It is a little bit of a crazy day here. It's Wednesday, and it's the 23rd of March, 2022. I'm live in La Jolla, California. I was speaking at a conference yesterday. Like I said, episode 222. I don't know where all that background noise is. Is someone can mute their phone? Hello? Skyla?
Yeah, I just muted it.
Good. Okay, nice. All right, guys. A lot of comments already. A lot of people already in the comment booth. Today is going to be a conversation, a lot of question and answers today, Jason. But first, Jason, how are you, buddy?
Doing well, man. Just really busy, super busy. Can't complain. Looks like we had a lot of action today in the market. Market was down, but overall, great day.
What do you think about this market, though? I mean, you got effectively a little bit of a trading range kind of developing, in my opinion. Jason, any thoughts there on what's happening with this sort of up 200, up 300, down 200?
Yeah, I've noticed and that's the same thing with commodities too. You're seeing, well, oil was up pretty big today, over $5 a barrel increase, but you saw like gold and silver, being tamped down while bonds had a little surge, 2, 10-year, 20-year, all the bonds have surged, but there's still a lot of unknown here. Well, we know one thing, it'll take at least, in my opinion, at least 3 years to unwind this inflation to get back to normal inflation.
One of my favorite comments, Jason, I just saw in the comments, it said here, did you see that part? I don't know if someone deleted it. I hope they did. And it said, DPW is a scam and will be delisted. Dude, the name has changed a little while ago. I think you're really cutting it. Way to stay on top of things. And with that 400 plus million in assets, you're right. We're going to be delisted. You should just run away right away. Dude, where do people get this stuff? I don't know where they get it, but it's as crazy as I've ever seen, Jason. Some of the comments, it's almost like people can't read or write. I don't know. Chrissy, just impossible to get this script. It says it's loading. It won't download, etc. I don't know what's wrong with the email system, but you're just going to have to guide me because the script is not working. So, but one thing I can tell you that is working is Charles Lee. And Charles Lee, which founded LITECOIN, which is still there at the LITECOIN Foundation, is going to be on the podcast March 31st. Let's roll the clip on Charles Lee. And this was a great interview.
Explain to you real quick. What you did in 2011, can that be done today? Like, could I say, I've got a better way of doing this and I want to start a coin? Can you do that nowadays, or is that ship sailed?
You can still do it. There are definitely a lot of coins still launching, but it's just harder to succeed. These days, coins, you just need a huge team behind it. You need a huge development team. Like some of these coins in the top 20 have like hundreds of developers. So for a new coin to come out to succeed, it's actually quite hard because you're trying to kind of gain market share. You're also trying to capture eyeballs, right? You want people to invest in your coin, to support it. And there's only a limited number of people in this space that can support a limited number of coins. So to launch a new coin and succeed is quite hard these days.
Yeah, I really, Jason, loved the podcast. It was really fun. I thought it was fun. It was a great time to talk to Charles Lee. I mean, Jason, your thoughts on LITECOIN? Do you have anything about this interview tonight that March 31st is going to happen? We've already done the interview. We're going to go live with it. I'm just curious as your thoughts on LITECOIN. I know you love the idea of mining LITECOIN because you still think it's more profitable. But what do you think of LITECOIN long term?
Well, LITECOIN was one of the big three, back in 2017, 2018, when I first got into crypto. That was one of my largest trades, one of my largest ROIs. So I really like LITECOIN. As far as the utility of LITECOIN, not quite sure where that fits in everyday life. With Ethereum, with the blockchain, there's things we can do there for sure, like election security, which I hope they move to do if the midterms come out favorably for one side. Obviously Bitcoin, many discussions about how Bitcoin can be used or what it actually is. But, I'm not sure about LITECOIN. I just know that it was very liquid at the time and it was highly traded and it is very profitable to mine, even currently.
So, hey, one thing I wanted to tell you, Jason, is, I'm really excited about something else that's happening too. And that is on May 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th, we're going to have the Risk On conference. You got to check on riskonevents.com or toddault.com, riskonevents.com. But this is the part that I'm excited about, okay? Now, a guy who I've known a long time, we're not personal friends, but love his commentary, has agreed to speak at the conference. He'll be there on Bitcoin Day. And it's Thomas Lee, Fundstrat, JP Morgan, CNBC, everybody out there. Thomas Lee is going to be at the event. Thomas Lee is going to be at the event. I mean, Jason, I don't get any bigger than this in Bitcoin. Let's roll the tape. Let's go.
If you have a business that's doing $1 million, $500,000, and you want to grow to 15, 20 million, these things are going to be available to you. We are launching a platform, the Risk On Business platform.
This will make somebody's life about 1,000 times better.
You got a business and you want to expand your business, whether you're in the restaurant business, you're in technology, you manufacture something, whatever your business is, if you want to scale it, you want to be here. This is going to be a conference where you can learn something, meet people, and network.
Okay, listen, okay, critically important here.
Limited slots are available. Head over to riskonevents.com.
Congressman Aaron Schock. Congressman Aaron Schock. I don't know if we're live yet. Are we live, Brett?
Yeah.
We live? Okay. Congressman Aaron Schock's going to be there. One of the youngest congressmen ever to be elected, real estate developer. Love this guy. He's going to be there. Thomas Lee is going to be there. Greg Fox is going to be there. This is shaping up to be incredible. Chris Wu, the former president of Tenejo, President Karl Marx, he's going to be there. He works for us now. We're adding a lineup that's incredible. Guys, I'm going to be in Miami at the Bitcoin conference, but by the time we get to our conference, May 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th, this is going to be a great time. Thomas Lee, dude, is going to be there. Lee Steinberg is going to be there. The guy who basically the show Jerry Maguire is based on, Patrick Mahomes' agents, he's going to be there. It's the lineup is improving if you guys want to meet Thomas Lee, you want to talk Bitcoin on that Saturday, you've got to be there. We're going to have 2 days of different entrepreneurship and things we've done, financing your business. But then Thomas Lee's going to be there. We're going to have a Bitcoin extravaganza. There may even be a sailor there. We're working on a lot of things there. But guess what? April 10th is the Long Beach Grand Prix. It's the Acura Long Beach Grand Prix. And this is an older, the race has been around a long time. It's an iconic event in the streets of Long Beach. Let's roll the clip and let's check out the Long Beach Grand Prix, the BitNow car and Alzheimer car. Let's go. Had the Texas Motor Speedway race. We ran the BitNow car, of course, with Connor Daly. We ran an Alzheimer car. It was a great time. A lot of new products from BitNow, including things you're going to want to learn about if you want to mine Bitcoin. $248 laps. It was fun. We're part of that season. We're part of the racing promotional campaign. Okay, guys, listen, that was awesome. Thank you so much here. We're back live in La Jolla, California. We're going to get a market update from Jason. Let's go right to the market update, see what's going on in the market today. It's down market, but it's not down for us, man. Things are going great. I'm so excited about the Bitcoin miners deliveries you're doing. Jason, an incredible job, incredible opportunity at Bitcoin. Jason, take it away.
Hey, listen, man, we're not screwing around. But to the markets, they were all down about 1.25% today. The Dow was down 448. That was 1.29%, 34,359. NASDAQ 13,922. That was down 1.3% or 186 points, and the S&P was 4456, down 55 points, 1.23%. At the time on air, currently, Bitcoin 42,293. Staying strong, still looking for that test of 45,000. Will we see it this week? Not sure. Ethereum 2977. The big talk of the day was oil. Oil boosted up to 114.50 for 1 barrel of WTI light sweet crude, up $5.20 a barrel or 4.76%. Gold was up $26, big move there. Silver was up 43 cents. That's a big move in silver. Copper, $4.77, good for a 7-cent gain. Some of the tickers in play today, IMPP. Your Oilers in play were SDPI, IMPP, USWS. Of course, SEN was in play. We looked at that daily chart. It was my opinion that it was primed for a run. It got a lot of social media talk. Guys like Will Meade were talking about it. He has a big footprint on Twitter. The meme stocks were again back in play after Ryan Cohen smashed the buy button yesterday. Meme stocks, AMC, GME, both up very big. A couple of down in the dump stickers that I'm watching. The Joint, JYNT, the chiropractic chain. That's JYNT. Not a recommendation, but I am watching that for a reversal. And after hours, I saw CELZ with a decent-sized move. That's what I got.
Yeah, it was an interesting day today. I saw Nile trading down a little bit, obviously, after that big run. Don't have any idea how people are valuing Nile. Really just some sort of, I told you everyone before, sort of giving up on the idea. I see people in the comments about justifying it. Don't buy it. Don't buy Nile then. I wouldn't buy it if you can't get comfortable. Read the financials. I'm not recommending it. In fact, I'm recommending you don't buy Nile because the market doesn't have any idea what the value is, no matter what we say on it. And I don't think it's a topic I want to cover. What I've said a million times is we're installing 20,600 miners. We continue to be transparent with that. We continue to be transparent with our filings, what we owe. I see everyone talking about a $60 million payment that's going to be due. And do you think we wouldn't have made arrangement? It just makes whatever. I've just no comment on it at all. But I'm going to get to the question. Skylar, what's up? I know you're down in San Diego. We had that conference yesterday. Those people who think because I'm on the water living some sort of great life. Yeah, I actually was at a conference all day yesterday. I actually traveled 7 hours to get there. But no work going on here. Right, Skylar, any work down there for you?
Well, we did work yesterday, and honestly, we made some really great connections, I thought. We got a lot of people's information. So I think that's a job well done, to be honest. And today we're having a little chill time because honestly, we've been traveling and working nonstop for the whole year so far. So
Hey, we'll take some questions, Todd. But first, let me show my screen real quick. This is something I use as a tool, nakedshortreport.com. Follow my cursor over here, if you will. Most shorted New York Stock Exchange stocks. Hey, IMPP's on there, the Oiler. Let's go over a little bit. HYMC, that's a precious metal play. Look at that. NILE, BitNile, one of the most New York Stock Exchange shorted stocks, according to nakedshortreport.com. And, so I just wanted to point that out. Mullen's on there as well. But let's look down at the meat and potatoes here. So daily reporting. Go ahead.
Jason, I can't help but say, guys, we've already reported what Mullen is. You can see our 13G filing. Obviously, it's been a big winner for us because of those warrants. At one point, Jason, I saw the market cap relative to our Mullen and kind of fell out of my chair. And when you look at the market cap relative to the deposit on Nile, what we sent over $100 million to Bitmain, I kind of fall out of my chair. So Jason,
yeah,
I don't have any comment. I've just sort of given up.
Well,
on it. I have not sold a personal share of my Nile, and I don't intend to anytime soon. But I do appreciate as a value investor that people are giving me a chance. And obviously, I'm in a quiet period till April 15th. Not a lot I can do. Just watch the trading, see what's happening. Obviously, we'll report news when we have it. But Jason, continue on. You were saying.
Well, I was just saying a snapshot of the most recent short volume on Nile reveals that a 30-day window shows that percent of volume shorted has been in excess of 60% at some times, hovering in the mid-50s steadily. So you can see the stock's under pressure. I mean, apparently the street has a certain view of Nile currently, And as a trader investor, you can either determine that something is inefficient in a marketplace or not. Not necessarily recommending any stocks. Of course, I don't do that. But overall in the market, you have to determine what is inefficient and what is not. And then you have to act accordingly, whether you buy or sell. So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not recommending Nile.
Nope.
This is not a solution to buy or sell Nile. And in fact, don't buy it. There you go. Let's go to the questions, please. Let's see here. Jason, it's question and answer. Let's see here. Boats is negative, short comments. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, ignore them. 33-year game has been soft. Is Apple interested in now? No, I've never heard from Apple.
No.
Todd, you told us how many shares of demand.
How is Todd's health? How is Todd's health? That's a question.
Todd is fat, but he's lost 40 pounds. Todd is getting thinner, but he's fat. And I don't know if anyone noticed, but I'm overweight. CEO says don't buy now. I think that's good. Eric Lamone or Eric Lamon. I don't say don't buy now. I say don't call me and ask me about now, because it's like nobody cares. Let's see here. So why does he? Let's see. I understand. Any plans to sell Bitcoin anytime soon? We'll cover our Bitcoin holdings on April 15th when we have our conference call. Skyla's in a bikini top. I can't comment. I'm not with her. Let's see here. Nile is developing a battery for 1,000 miles. No, but Nile is not developing any batteries for EV. Nile makes through a subsidiary, which is going to be spun off in a special dividend of 140 million shares of Turn on Green and 140 million warrants to the shareholders, which is interesting, by the way. We're going to give all the common shares we have, 140 million shares of Turn on Green and 140 million warrants. We're going to give them all to the shareholders on distribution. And of course, that'll obviously leave us in terms of our shares and go to the, so you'll wake up, if you're a Nile shareholder, you're going to wake up with a share of whatever you have, your pro rata portion of Turn on Green and a pro rata portion of new warrants in Turn on Green. Dave Demersion, Todd, the people are clueless. Okay, that's a comment, not a question. Julie A, just stupid comments. Price will catch up. Okay, thank you, Julie. 7.2 million shares short. Let's fill in the gaps. Centro, wow, did you see Centro today, by the way? Did you see Centro, Jason, how it was trading?
Yeah, if you were paying attention, that was an easy one, just my opinion. Very easy.
It kind of bounced off the bottom. And do you think it was a sympathy play with Mullen? What do you think?
Yeah, it was just really, really oversold. I mean, look at the daily. I mean, that was just. I mean, you can see some plays coming from a mile away, like
Kenyon Rice Jr. I blocked you, buddy. I mean, you can only talk about DPW Holdings like the name changed 2 years ago. And if you actually had anything that had any evidence of that claim, you should file a claim. But you don't have it because it's not true. You don't just get to say it and make it up. Like if I say I'm Brad Pitt, I'm not really Brad Pitt. Like Brad Pitt, I mean, I have a goatee and he has a goatee, but I'm not Brad Pitt. I can't just say it and make it true. And if I write it down on YouTube, it doesn't make it true either. Okay. Any plans to mine Bitcoin? Nile to $5 on the Russian exchange. You mean Russian rubles? Maybe. Jason has no hat on. What did I miss? Let's talk Mullen. Mullen has a hefty task ahead of it. It has to raise a lot of money. It has to get a loan. I think it's looking for a $450 million loan from the government. And then it's got to make cars. They're beautiful cars. I've always said to you, I don't recommend Mullen. I'm not suggesting you buy it. Don't any of you ever say that I told you to trade Mullen. I never told you to sell it. I never told you to buy it. I said the cars are nice looking, and I told you we had a position. But remember, I bought it when it was a private company, and I received warrants. So my cost level is different than yours. And so do not, Jason, can you tell the audience, please don't take my advice on Mullen, because my advice is no advice.
It's not. It's not advice. We do things, and we discuss what we do, but we're never recommending stocks. We never recommend any stocks.
One of the guys I like on this show a lot is Devon Wright. What is he saying? Devon Wright, Todd, risk on, risk off. Did the market reach a bottom yet, in your opinion? No, I don't think it's reached a bottom, but I don't think there's anywhere else to put the money. So people are struggling. There's not really anywhere to go. not anywhere to go with the money. That's the problem. I think as long as Joe Biden's president, you're going to have. Listen, Jason, I sent you a TikTok the other day of a Democrat apologizing for voting for Joe Biden. Did you see that?
Yeah, yeah, it's bad. He's not going to run again.
Great.
They don't even want him to run again. I mean, will he finish the 4-year term, Todd? I don't know.
It says, can you share our cost basis? Very low on Mullen. Our cost basis is very low.
When will the new...
I'm not going to lie to you, we're up a lot. And that'll be reported on April 15th. I'll report our gains and what we've done with Mullen. I can't comment on anything now. Devon, let's see here. Get your money right. Boilermaker Bumpy. Christopher Walker. Naked Shorts can't deliver warrants. Now we'll be up on that issue. Maybe. Do you think Nile has reached the bottom? Listen, if you would have ever thought in my lifetime that Nile would have changed the name, changed the symbol, bought 20,600 miners, wired over $100 million, bought a hotel, bought a property in Florida, announced a buyback, bought in Alt Alpha 7 million shares. You would have thought that it would have been down, in my opinion. I would have thought it was crazy. So you guys don't take my advice on Nile because I don't have any advice. I own the stock. As soon as I'm allowed to, I'm going to buy more. But, obviously I got to be very careful here. So I don't know why people don't want to buy you. It's below book. There's nothing I can do about that right now. Todd does not know the price of Nile. He is predictive ability, which is fine. Okay, exactly. Let's see. Questions. Are you coming miners in market? Hey, Jason, you already updated the market. So just staying with what we disclosed in the marketplace, where are we with the miners? Because I know you've made significant progress on miners.
Where are we with the miners? We are, hold on, that's a good question. That's a really good question. Miners plugged in, 2,000.
We've already updated that. Those other ones that were shipped a couple weeks ago are here now.
I will tell you this. We've taken delivery of 2,482 total machines. We do have, from time to time, machines in transit for repairs, warranty work. So it's an ongoing fluid situation. But Nile has taken delivery of 2,482 S19 J Pro machines in southern Michigan. How's that?
Right. So the question was, Todd, can you give us this from Marcus Trader? Can you give us an update on the $66 million loan? Marcus, specifically, what would you like me to update you about? Marcus, just resend your comment. Let's see here. Any more questions? In the filings, I believe you said you own 9.9% stake. Yes. The 9.9% stake, I think it's BMR Traders. BMR Traders, 9.9% plus warrants. So it's important to follow that. It's a pretty big position. I'm not going to lie. Mullen has had a pretty big effect on us. I'm not unhappy with the way it trades. I'm just suggesting that I'm not making a recommendation to you guys to buy or sell Mullen. I want to be clear with this. Anybody listening, there's no way I'm making a suggestion to buy or sell Mullen. Okay, that transaction is one we did when it was a private company. It's fully disclosed, and we're not making a recommendation. But it's true, we did own a large stake in the company.
Yeah.
Jason, any other questions?
What else do we have?
Just trying to get through them. Dave Immersion, old friend of mine. Well, I don't know if Dave considers me a friend, but I like Dave. I like his family. Everyone, you guys are worried so much about the problem. Can you see yourself comparable to Mara or Riot? I don't know if you can. Can you compare us to Mara, Riot? We do own our own data center. What do you think, Jason?
We own our own data center. Some do, some don't. Most don't, actually. We have scalability in our data center. What do I think of Mara and Riot? I think that Whinstone facility in Texas for Riot will eventually be a huge asset. I think Mara got a little bit out in front of its skis. This is just my opinion. Cypher Mining I recently looked at. They are actually working on deploying some miners now. A couple others that I look at, Hut 8 and Hive, I think those are very fine organizations. That's, again, just my opinion. I'm not recommending the stock to buy or sell it.
So this says, Jason, a question for you, I think. It says, Todd, how many machines are generating funds, and how much do you predict when it's all installed generating per month? Thank you. we've given guidance, my friend. Let me say who this is. His name is Guy Sultan. We have given guidance already here a lot of times, and it's very volatile based on difficulty, etc. But Jason, we have about 2,400 machines, 2,485 producing Bitcoin, right? A little over what, 1.25, 1.5 Bitcoin a day?
Right now we're at about depending on difficulty adjustment upcoming, we're about 1.01 coming into this recent deployment, but we just deployed 30,000 more terahash. So we'll know more tonight, actually. We're fully deployed tonight. We'll get a reading of the 24-hour mining.
Yeah, so I think we expect, though, with this 2,300, when we're done, we'll be over 2.25 Bitcoin. Is that right, per day?
Once we get to, well, let's just talk about it here. Let's use the real numbers. Once we get to 4,754 S19J Pros, which will involve us receiving 299 more machines from Malaysia within the next 2 weeks, give or take, and 1,973 machines from Thailand in the next 2 weeks, give or take. I like to underpromise and overdeliver. Yes, we'll be at 4,754 ASICs miners, and those will yield, based on current difficulty, ballpark around 2.1 to 2.25 Bitcoin per day. Now, take those numbers with a grain of salt because it's always fluid. It's always changing. There you have it.
Those of you who love the Indy 500, like Logan James does, who says it's 67 days away. Those of you who love the actual Indy 500 in Indiana, I want you to pay attention to this program. There's a reason why we're sponsoring a car. You're going to find out soon. And when you find out the reason, I want to know if you want to go to the Indianapolis 500. If you want to be my guest, I want to know. Randy at altalliance.com. Randy at altalliance.com is important. Remember, you can DM us directly. You can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on my social media. But we are going to be giving back to the fans. We're going to be giving back to the shareholders. And if you're an Indy fan like we are, and you're doing the things we're doing, like giving away the caregivers for Alzheimer's, we have a big position in Alzheimer's, as you guys know. There's a lot we're doing around this space. You're going to want to pay attention to this. Indy is 67 days away. Thank you, Logan James. Let's see here. Red pill. Wow.
Hey, 1 second. Hey, Boats, that's that number. So that's by the terahash. Bitmain does contracts based on terahash, aggregate terahash. So that number is exactly correct to the miner.
Christopher Walker, if you want tickets to the Long Beach Grand Prix, I want you to email Randy at Alt Alliance, DM Skyla, and we'll get a hold of you. Skyla, we're going to be getting ready to ask you a question in a second. Let's see here. It says no way here. What Spartan based on the analysis of now going to 7? Listen, on my Twitter, you can see the report from Spartan. We do not endorse this report. We did not solicit this report. We did not pay for this report. We did nothing. They're independent agent. They're an independent firm that analyst is completely independent. I had one meeting with them. What I suggest you do is read it. Go to my Twitter. First, follow me. Scroll down. Look for the report and read it. It's a very comprehensive, detailed report on the things we own. People are not paying attention to everything we own, and I cannot help, guys. I cannot force feed you on this one. We're really not going to solicit our own stock. So let's see here.
Come on, give us some questions.
No, I think the king is right. This is not CBS. The other day I was down NBC and CBS, and I do talk a little fast.
Todd, is Nile hiring? California attorney here asking for a friend. Max K.
We are hiring mainly in Nevada. We're definitely short-staffed. But remember, we have operations in Silicon Valley, Arizona, Shelton, Connecticut, 3 locations in England, Israel. We're all over the place, but we are hiring in Nevada.
Devaloba, when will the 16,000 S19J Pro amp miners come? Are they already paid, or is it just an agreement yet? Todd, you can handle that one. That number's not quite accurate.
Yeah, so it's 16,000 SJ19 Pros. We have already paid about $100 million. We put that in our last report. We have taken delivery on, I think, 2,485, and we're going to take delivery on all 16,000 of them over the next few months. I think we put that report out like 5 times. So I'm happy to put a link in that in my Twitter later and repost the report on the number of miners we have.
Great.
Yeah, we'll be getting TJ. TJ Hammack. We will be getting 2,300 new miners a month for the next 6 months, and then we start kicking into the SJ19 XPs, which are the green miners. Guys, we're very committed to Bitcoin. If you haven't figured out, we wouldn't have put our name all over the side of a car for the next 2 years. We're committed to it. Hey, you guys, we're gonna wrap it up soon. Christy, I know, but I want to know what's after this. Do we have any other promo, or are we good to go? Okay, Skyla, it better be good.
All right. So I have a joke. So you feed a man a fish and he'll have food for a day. You feed a man a fish and he's no longer welcome at SeaWorld. I'm at SeaWorld, guys, so that's why we got the SeaWorld joke here.
Wait. Oh, special shout out to Tori Baker. Barker. I don't know why I just called you Baker. I'm so sorry, Tori. Oh my God. What an idiot I am. Tori, we're big fans of Tori. And she just said she's tuned in. Let me read any other questions here. Is Alzamend hiring? I don't think Alzamend's hiring. I don't run Alzamend. I'm the executive chairman. I'm the chairman of Alzamend Emeritus, which means I founded the company. And when it went public, I left the company's board and left it in the hands of people that specialize in biotechnology. What effects? Hey, Jason, can you talk about the difficulty effects of mining when they change the difficulty real quickly?
Yeah, it just depends on the global hash rate. For example, right now, if we go to my screen on coinwars.com/mining/Bitcoin difficulty, yada, 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 you can see that in 7 days, 4 hours, and 34 minutes, right here by my cursor here. Here, let me make this a little bit bigger. So you can see right here that difficulty is currently scheduled to go up 5%. So based on the current global hash rate, current mining, this difficulty will increase by 5%. Now, Crypto Joe will tell you that there's been a lot of funny business going on with the global hash rate, and that right before the difficulty is set to go up, there are some people that taking miners offline, decreasing the global hash rate and reducing the difficulty. So keep an eye on that. You can go to coinwars.com and look at the mining blocks, and you can see for yourself how the difficulty is scheduled to be adjusted every 2 weeks. Any other questions?
Yeah, I don't see it. I appreciate it, guys. Charles Lee, March 31st at 3 p.m. Eastern. Check that out. Charles Lee, the founder of LITECOIN, is going to be on my podcast. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate all the questions. Great questions. Sorry I can't help you on Nile. I didn't tell you to buy it. I didn't tell you to sell it. As you guys know, I own it, and I really, obviously, as an insider, really can't make comments. The restriction period for us, I'm not allowed to buy a question set till April 15th, till after we file our 10K. So I'm in a restricted period anyways. Appreciate everyone out there. Specialty, I see Dave Demersion in the audience. I see Tori, my friend, the King. It's good to be the King. Thanks for alerting me on Centro today. Jason, appreciate your time. Keep installing those miners. Skyla, enjoy San Diego. Enjoy SeaWorld. Say hello to Shamu for me. Christy,
Thank
Fred,
you,
everybody.
I will.
Hey, it's Risk On. It's Risk On, everybody. We'll see you Friday. I'll be back in the studio. Risk On, everybody. I'll see you later. Take care. Bye.
Risk on.
If you have a business that's doing $1 million, $500,000, and you want to grow to 15, 20 million, these things are going to be available to you. We are launching a platform, the Risk On Business Platform.
This will make somebody's life about 1,000 times better.
You got a business and you want to expand your business, whether you're in the restaurant business, you're in technology, you manufacture something, whatever your business is, if you want to scale it, you want to be here. This is going to be a conference where you can learn something, meet people, and network. Limited slots are available. Head over to riskonevents.com.